Hi guys, so 22nd of September, we have made it to the equinox. How is it treating you? It's supposed to bring about balance because we're going into Libra season, so it's supposed to be bringing balance back into your life. Makes sense with an equinox, balance. Okay, well, we're going to have you, haven't we? Because you're standing out. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so this week we have got merchant. So what is it that you've got to sell this week? I don't necessarily think it's a wares thing. It could be a skills, could be knowledge. I think there's going to be a lot of sharing going on at the moment. But then, I mean, are you doing any crafts or anything like that? Could you benefit from those? Are they on Etsy or To-Do or something like that? Do you have a marketable skill, is what this one is basically saying to us, is what is your marketable skill? And a lot of us don't even realise that we have one. We don't think about what we do on a day-to-day basis. We don't think about this, that and the next thing. And actually, it's all marketable. If you have a skill, there is a market for said skill. So, exploring avenues, finding ways to do it. And with balance being the key, perhaps it will bring you a better work-life balance. Perhaps this is where we're going with that one this week. So the second card that we have is Constellation. So what is it that you find consolation in? What is it where is your go-to, or what is your go-to? Is it Netflix and chill, or is it making cookies or going for a walk or something like that? It's all about the balance this week. So yes, you may have a marketable skill, but you know what? You need to find downtime as well. And if you don't find the downtime, then you will probably be forced to. It really is coming up to a crux at the moment. And that if you don't stop and take your breath, autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere anyway, letting stuff go. In the southern hemisphere, new ideas, new horizons. So finding that balance, finding out, whatever it is that you take consolation in, that will help you this week. Journaling is coming to mind. Keep not necessarily ins and outs of every single day, but have you done something in the last week that deserves writing down? Write about it. Maybe that's your marketable skill. Maybe you can write about these things and that will become your marketable skill. I did see something yesterday or the day before that said your survival story will become somebody's manual. So perhaps that's what this card is pointing towards. And third and finally, we have the Lord of the Manor. Now, you see, for this one, kind of get Emperor vibes, but nowhere near to that level. It's probably more of a page of suits than anything else. And do you know what? Yeah, you may have marketable skills, but don't go literally lording it over everybody else. Don't turn and say, oh yeah, well, I've done X, Y, and Z, and I can do this, and this, because there'll always be somebody better off or worse off or however off than you are. And I think this is all about how you're going to be coming across, how you're going to present yourself. So you don't want to be hoity-toity. You don't want to be, I know more than you do. This isn't how we're going to get things done. It's not how we're going to progress with things. We need to be able to take that step back, reset ourselves. This is where the consolation card comes in. We need to reset ourselves. We need to console ourselves that some people will always see us in this light. Some people will always see us as, oh, we've done something bigger and better than you have. It's not necessarily the case, but this is where they are coming from on their journey. So being able to accommodate that and not make yourself above everybody else, that there is no above everybody else. I mean, like, even the horse is bowing here effectively. This isn't what it's about. This is not what this week is about at all. This is your warning to not be that person. Now, normally I'd have said that if it had come out upside down, but I did sort them out last week, so they are all the right way up. There should be no excuse this time. And the top one is Widower. So whatever it is that you are losing this week, things will fall away as you try and figure out what your marketable skill is. Things will fall away, but do you know what? Actually, when you've got the consolation card and the widower card, it's a good thing. It's the death card. It's change for the sake of progression, not change for change's sake, but change for progression. And yes, you may mourn for a little while, and you may wonder how you're going to live your life without whatever it was that you're moving away from. So moving away from this card towards this card. And do you know what? You can go from that one to that one, but it's a huge leap. And at the minute, we're too busy self-deprecating, beating ourselves up, however you want to say it. We're too busy doing that to see that our marketable skills could lead us to becoming the leader that we need to be. And being able to do it and keep a level head, being able to do this and not think that you're better than anybody else, which it's human nature, isn't it? We compare, we contrast. And in the comparisons is where 99.9% of our disillusionment, our sadness, it comes from, because we're comparing ourselves to something that is totally unattainable, because we are not them. We are our own person. And our experiences, although they can be a marketable skill, our experiences, being able to move away from them. And yeah, okay, we might mourn certain aspects of our personality, but it's necessary in order to progress on in life. So having these two cards together says that, yeah, okay, you may mourn it, but you know what, actually, it is a good thing that the fact that you have the consolation card there with the widower card, they balance each other out. So yes, it's progress for progress for the sake that we need to actually be able to progress. It's not just, ticking a box and doing things. It is actually being able to say, right, I need to let go of this in order to achieve this. So it's knowing where you are, knowing what your skills are, knowing how to market yourself. Plenty of self-help tutorials out there, honestly. Have a look. Excuse me. And then balance yourself. Yes, let go of one aspect of yourself, but after a while, actually, you're not going to mourn it. You're probably going to think, why was I letting it hold me back for so long? This is the consolation. Okay, so yes, take your time to adjust and to decompress what is going on at the moment, but rest assured that that is exactly what you need in order to be able to progress. So a lot of progression this week. As always, this is a general reading, it's not a private reading, so take what you can from it, and if you can't, then move on. Go find something else on your For You page. It's not an issue. In the meantime, have a great week. I hope the equinox does treat you well and you manage to find that balance and be able to move on a little bit. And bye for now.